guys, it's Sky bringing another video. First off, I want to thank everyone for their comments. It means a lot to me. I've really feel like I've let a lot of people down with not being consistent with these videos, and it frustrates me. And the one positive thing that I will say, like, that makes me happy is every time I put out a video, I feel like this weight off my shoulders because, I enjoy so much with being able to connect with you guys. The thing I've told you guys before is when I first started making this channel, it was meant to be to connect with people, to be there for people that didn't have anybody that they could, connect with. And for me, that's just something I've struggled with my entire life. I feel so different compared to the people around me, and it's made it hard because I feel so broken and so, I feel like I'm such, a disappointment, I guess you can say. Like, I feel like I've let everyone down my entire life, and it's hard because I feel so lonely at times. My childhood and going through the things I went through, it was positive and negative. It made me stronger individually, but it also brought, it made it really hard for me nowadays to connect with people with a relationship or friendship. And as much as I've grown and improved as a person with my positivity, it's been a struggle too, because I'm, telling myself mentally to fight these things that I feel and to, get over the things I struggle with. It's a constant cycle that I go through where, I'm mentally strong and happy, and then I go into this funk where I don't see light in the future. Like, and I kind of tend to lean back on the past of what I've been through and the mistakes I've made and the countless times where I've let people down. And I feel like that I can't change that in the future. Like, I feel like nothing I do in the future is ever going to correct my selfishness that I've had in the past, and that hurts me because I grew up my entire life wanting to be a good person. As many mistakes as I've made, my heart was always in the right place. It just mentally, you can get lost. And I've been fighting through that. So, it's been a constant journey of struggles, but it's made me into a person that I feel allows me to connect with people. And that brings me over to a question that somebody asked me on my, my comment section for my video. Julie Gurley says, "What do you love the most about yourself?" Well, when I'm thinking about this, as positive I am, I have such a negative opinion about myself, whether people realize it or not. And I think that's where my biggest struggle comes in. But if I was to say, what do I love about myself the most, that I appreciate is my heart and how much I truly care about people, because I really do. That also could be a curse, though, in the sense that I care so much about people that it leads me down a road of feeling insecure when I don't feel like they care about me back. And it's something that really hurts me because it makes me feel like I can't trust anyone, that I'm alone, and end up pushing people away that truly care about me. People are going through things in their own life, and when I sit off to the side and think about my actions on, what I do to my friends, it makes me feel selfish because I feel like I'm only worried about myself. And that's not right. And, I can admit that, I have my struggles, and I do everything I can every day to fight those struggles to be a better person, and every day is a battle. It really is. And it's not just for me, it's everyone in this world. And I think that's why it's so important that we have channels like on YouTube where we can connect with different people, because everyone's designed based off different variables on what you like and what you dislike. So I don't think it's positive to throw each other in groups, because you might not be able to fully connect with somebody like that. So I think it's important to open up our minds to people from all different backgrounds. So, those are the things that I really do love about myself. I can probably name a million of things that I don't love about myself, but I'm really fighting through that because I think that what's really going to help me change one day, fully change into a better person, is really heading, going at this head on with how I feel about myself and really wanting to change it. But I don't think I'm ready for that now, because I don't feel like I've done enough to warrant myself to feel better about, what I've done in this world. So, we can't, and I've been through things, and I've made mistakes. I've lost sight of what I really enjoy about making YouTube videos. I've always put my heart into them, but sometimes I get lost. And I think that's what's hurt me at times on why I haven't been consistent with these videos, because I'm different in a certain thing. I can't have a subject and just talk about that. The one thing that I do love about myself, again, is that I can talk from the heart, and I'm real about what I say, and I do my best to call myself out when I feel like I did something wrong or when I hurt somebody. And I like the fact that I take accountability for that, because there was times in my past where, I felt like I was always right, and I felt like, I was basically in denial, and I think it's negative for the world to, when you feel about that, about yourself, because I think that you can help so many other people about being real and being humble, because we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, and when we all can come together and admit to those things, it helps build connections, and it allows other people to realize that there's good people in this world that really want to not only better their lives, but better the lives around people around them, So, every day I strive to fix, these things that I struggle with. And it's important to me because, I don't view myself as anything special, honestly. I don't. But what I can do that means something is continue to make these videos something that could last forever, that can help people that are struggling. Maybe somebody that felt the way I did, that really didn't know how to connect with somebody. The objects that we have in our life, those don't go with us after we pass on. But the positive marks we can leave by sharing our realness is what's really going to help people. So people can see that no matter who you are, no matter what background you come from, that you want good things for everyone in this world. More than anything, I want people to be happy. I want people to feel love and have an opportunity of having a happy life. And that's something with me that's never changed. But more than ever, I follow my heart, and I try to be real about things and be upfront. And that's what I want to do. And I feel like sometimes in my past videos that, I didn't fully give myself to it. I felt like I was scripting my videos, and I didn't like that. I like being able to share how I feel. I guess in a way, as much as I didn't say that, I kind of catered to being transgender in a sense of that's what my video is about. When for me, I feel like I'm much more than that. I feel like I'm somebody that is able to communicate with people by, sharing my feelings and being real about things. I've had comments from people in the past that might not have seen, who I am as a person and understood it or even respected it, but they've watched my videos and they've got to know me through my stream, and I've been able to change their opinions about that because they see who I really am and how I want positivity for everybody. So, and I'm going to continue to do that. Is it something that's going to be popular? I don't know. For the most part, everyone's different on, YouTube. And that's what makes it such a special platform where you can connect with your audience, no matter, who it is. So, I want to continue to do that and share these videos with you guys and be real about the things I'm going through and, strive for more. Like I said, I didn't go into this really thinking about myself and how it would actually improve me as a person. what I didn't realize is you guys are the ones that helped me become a better person. You guys are the ones that helped me see something inside myself that I didn't see before. I started off sharing my story to being able to be there for people, but little did I know that the people that came to watch my video, that took the time to support me and listen to what I had to say, were the ones that are really, changing my life. And I think it's something that we can connect off each other and improve each other in a positive way. So, I hope to continue to do that. I hope to continue to grow and, strive to be a better friend, and realize that we all go through different things in life. And what makes it easier for us to deal with adversity is being able to have people out there in this world that we can connect with and have listen to us when we're struggling. That's why it's so important to have friends and not to be alone, because you have these hills in your life, these ups and downs. And at the low points, the people around you can help pick you up, and vice versa. When you're up high and there's somebody that's down low, then you can help bring them up and share with them what they're able to help you with. So, and I think that's what's important. I'm an extremely lucky person. I've had my struggles, and, I still don't have things in life that I strive for. But the one thing I will say is I have legitimate friends that truly care about me and what happens to me. And I never thought that would be possible. My thing now is being able to see what they see in me. And I guess it's hard for me at times to do that, because the way I was brought up to be humble, it was hard for me to ever praise myself for anything. Like when people would give me compliments, and I've said this before, I would get bad anxiety, and I didn't know how to accept compliments. I've gotten better with it, and I've improved on that. But it's something that at times feels awkward. No matter what anybody else says, what I care about is being able to be a good person in this world, leave a positive mark to help younger people in their future on creating a better world for everyone. So, and there's so much negativity right now in this world on groups fighting each other. And that makes me sad. I see myself kind of as an independent person, somebody in the middle that sees both sides, and it breaks my heart, because I think that, we put ourselves in these groups, and we automatically, hate somebody that's different than us. And I hate that, because I think that if you really took the time to get to know somebody and knew what they're about, you would see something different. So, and that was one of my goals too, is being able to come on here and have an open mind and show people that, that people want to hear other people out of what they go through. I don't talk about this much, but, I really take my time to look at other people from different backgrounds, like people that actually don't really care for people like me. I look at what they have to say, because I want to know where they're coming from. I want to know, how they got to be where they have a mindset on how they feel about other people. Because I think that's something that's important, because I think that's what's going to help spark conversation on having people understand each other, instead of, what, this person doesn't like me or doesn't, hates me, I'm just going to hate them back. Instead of opening up my mind and seeing what they see, so I can understand their point of view. So, and that's what I strive to do, and I continue to do that. I have a lot of people that come on, that are on my stream, and they're like, why do you talk to trolls? Or why do you talk to people that are hateful to you? And, it's because I try to understand them, because I feel if you can understand them, then you can understand where they're coming from. And then maybe you can connect on them on a level, and realizing and have a mutual, you don't have to accept each other, but you can have a mutual respect for each other and wanting to, be happy, because that's what we all want at the end of the day. So, these are the things that I strive for. I don't just strive to fix my life, but I strive to, to be a positive influence to help others see the world in a different light. I talk to so many people off to the side, And there are a lot of them that hate people, that don't like the world because they see it as something ugly. But then, that's how I used to feel. But then streaming and YouTube, I've gotten these amazing comments off to the side with people that have supported me, even with my differences, that have maybe look at the world in a different way, and I've heard this from multiple people, that if you really get off the internet and you get off social media and you go to your next door neighbor, somebody around you that you might not understand, and you just listen to them, that you would see the world in a different light, that you would see that people aren't what you think they are. Is there negative people out there? Yes, of course, because there's people that are dealing with their own problems, and they deal with in their own ways, jealousy, greed, hate, power. These are the things that really take over who somebody is, because I truly believe that we want to be good people, that we want positive things, and that there's situations that we go through in life that make us make bad decisions or make choices that we normally wouldn't make, and then we get in this funk where it forces us to feel like we're not good people, so we continue to go down that road, or we keep doing things that we normally wouldn't do. And I think that's why it's important to give people the chance to hear from them, and give them a chance to be a better person. When somebody does something wrong and then you already throw them out, that person is not going to have the strength to change, because they feel like there's nothing they could do to be better, when that's not the case. We all have the opportunity to improve as a person. In my case, if somebody would have given up, if people would have given up on me before, I don't know if I would be here. I don't, and that takes also strength within of having confidence in yourself to, change your life, and that's what's streaming and YouTube's done for me, is giving me that chance to share who I am, and see me from a different angle than maybe people saw me before. So before my transition and everything, I really didn't have substance. I loved people and I cared about people, but I wasn't strong. I was weak, and I didn't know who to be in this world, because I didn't understand myself, and I didn't I made myself feel like I was nothing and lost, and I couldn't be anything, and I let a lot of people down. But every day I strive to be a better person, to make up for those mistakes and show people who I really was, and give myself to the world, and share my weaknesses, my flaws, and be real about who I am. And that's what I continue to do, and I'm going to continue to strive for that and be a better person. I apologize for really getting so lost at times. I'm over here trying to be a positive influence, but then I'm struggling myself, and I hate that part of me. But it's also something that is inside all of us. We all have times where we feel strong, where we feel confident, where we feel like we're on track, and then something can happen, adversity can hit, and you just become lost again, whether it's family members, something happening to them, or having bad luck with jobs, or just your place in this world, things aren't going right, and you think about it, and you think that maybe you're just not meant to be happy, or you're not meant to have good things. And when I don't think that's fully true, I think we deal with these things, and the decisions you make defines who you are as a person in your future. And I think that we have the ability to change our futures into something positive, as long as we can, not look back at the past, something that I struggle with, and I sometimes try too hard to make up for what I did before, instead of slowly going at it and improving myself, and hoping one day that, I really get to a place where I feel myself, I'm more positive towards myself, and I'm better for what I've done in this world. I really truly do feel like that we have these chapters in our life. It's not just one story. Well, it is one story, but we have different chapters that we can change into a better direction. And I think the things that we go through helps us get to where we are in the future, and I, more than anything, I care so much for people, and I want to continue this because it's not only helped me change as a person, but I feel like, for once, with having these videos and connecting with people, I feel myself really changing, myself with opening up more and giving myself to people, having a connection instead of being so disconnected from everyone where I feel lost and alone. Also, Julie asked, the full question she asked, I was breaking it down to 2 different parts, but the first part of it, she asked, what do you love the most about yourself? But then she also asked, and about the others who surround you. I mean, I can name so many more things about the people around me than I can name about myself. The people that have looked past my flaws, that have, given me a chance to be who I am today. People don't give up on me, and that means a lot to me more than anything. They have really, made me see something in myself. People, especially my parents, they pretty much sacrificed their life to give me, my brother, a better life. They've worked hard their entire life. My dad worked 27 years, as a peace officer in corrections, and, as to give me and my brother a better life. And same with my mom. My mom still works, and she works hard. And I think that is something that haunts me, because I want to do more for them, and this is the thing that really pushes me into a dark place, because these times where I feel depressed and I feel lost, I feel like I'm just letting them down, and it bothers me, because more than anything, I want to do something good for them. I want to change their lives like they were able to change mine. So it's the selflessness of them, of looking past, my mistakes, and giving me a chance to be this person. And same with my brother. These people around me that they could easily have given up on me. They could, not believe in my ability. As much as, at times we have our problems and we don't see eye to eye, I can see their hearts, and seeing their hearts and being the people they are and their selflessness is what makes me a better person and want to do more for people, because what have they done for me? And I apologize to you guys talking about this, but in this way with being emotional, but that's just how much I care about them. And I haven't fully been able to show them what they mean. And like I said, some of these things are what I feel selfish about. Unfortunately in my life, I really, I let my struggles not, let me have more confidence on what my abilities were in this world. In school I struggled because I wasn't mentally focused on what was going on. I was so distracted with who I was, and I felt like I didn't have a future. I didn't know where I was going to be when I got older. These struggles were taking over my life, and I just, I was always a smart kid, but I just didn't have a drive. I didn't know where I was going to end up. I didn't see myself going to college or, doing anything, because I just didn't have any passion for anything. I let me being different make me feel like a bad person, and I guess I didn't feel like I deserved a future. So I didn't strive for more. I went to my jobs and I wasn't motivated. I wasn't, I didn't know where I was going. And, that's the one thing that I will say that has definitely changed with my transition is mentally, I know who I am more than ever. And I have a pride for that now, not everybody's going to see it the same way as I do. But, you know, I'm going to continue to be who I am and want to improve as a person to make them proud. You know, and everybody has their faults. You know, everybody has their weaknesses, the things that they deal with. And the truth of the matter is, usually when somebody has faults, it bothers them more than anybody. You know, and it's and me being able to deal with my own problems, I know how it is to know what you're doing wrong and not knowing how to fix it or how to change mentally to improve that part. You know, so more than ever, I feel for people because I know what it's like to be stuck and not knowing how to fix yourself. You know, so we reach for these things. Like I reach for, you know, scriptures or, you know, videos about people, you know, that are motivation speaking because it resonates with me and it resonates with how I feel inside. You know, so, you know, I try my best to be, you know, better because I want better for the people around me. More than anything, I think they deserve that. You know, and I know I have a capability of being, you know, a better person, you know, something that they could be proud of. And that's what I strive for. You know, I don't want to give up. And that's something that's helped me be strong is because, you know, I feel like it's selfish if I do that, you know, and I don't want to be like that. And I want to be able to share that with you guys with my videos and show you the passion that I have. You know, there's times I've been called fake, and if it's one thing that I know about myself, I'm not fake. Do I struggle with things at times? Yes. But, you know, do I get lost mentally? Yes. But I know that I truly do care about people and I want good things for people, you know, but I allow myself to continuously make mistakes because I feel like I can't change the future, you know. And so, you know, it's kind of like getting stuck in quicksand. You know, you feel stuck and you don't know how to get out, you know. And every day I'm fighting to be that person for them and for everyone around me, for my friends. So, you know, I just want to share that with you guys. You know, hopefully, Julie, I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question as best as as what you wanted. You know, I tried to. For me, it's hard when I'm describing things about myself because, you know, of things I've done in the past of feeling negative at times. So, and like I said, people around me, they deserve more positivity than I do because they help mold me into who I am today. You know, I have my problems, but my heart comes from my parents and my brother because I strive to be like them. So, you know, I hope to continue to fight, and I appreciate all the positive comments, and I hope to continue this journey with you guys and improve as a person because you guys make me want to be a better person. So thank you. I love you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It helps me out. If you want to know more about my life, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next video.